On today's videos on Kitchen Yet, I'll be showing you how to make a Kenyan delicacy called Githeri. It is beans and maize put together in this delicious meal. Come on in, let's get started. Hey there, how are you? So here you're looking at some maize, hard cone, can get it in any grocery store. Also soaked my pinto beans for a couple of hours. First thing to do is to boil the maize. So I just add water in a pot, add your maize in, because it takes a while for it to cook. So we're going to cook it until it's halfway done. Then we're going to add in the pinto beans. Right, so you're going to boil this until fork tender, until it's fully cooked really. Basically, I just checked in on it about 45 minutes in. So just make sure that, it's fully cooked. The beans are cooked, the maize is cooked. And if you need more time, of course, just allow it to fully cook. And then drain the water. I'm using a strainer like there. And drain the water, and then I'm going to set it aside. So let me show you the other ingredients. So I have here 1 can of tomatoes. I have some minced garlic right there. I'm going to show you the other ingredients. Next is some shredded cabbage, just like so. Now if I had potatoes, I would have put potatoes in as well, but I didn't have some. Spices you need is some curry powder, some paprika, some onion powder, as well as salt to taste, and some parsley, minced garlic, and ginger and red onions. So in a pot on medium heat, I'm just adding my olive oil. Go in and add in the red onions, and you're just gonna lightly saute it until it's fully cooked, meaning it's light and it's translucent, just like so. Next thing to add is the ginger and the garlic. We're going to cook that for about 2 minutes and just stir it up real good. We're just creating the beautiful base for a sauce to cook the githeri in, which is the maize and the beans. So now that is cooked down for about 2 minutes, the next ingredient is the tomatoes. So I just used 1 can of tomatoes. You can use whatever flavor. I know there's so many other flavors out there, like the garlic, the one with the basil and oregano. You can just, even the original one, you can use that can, or if you have fresh tomatoes, use that as well. Let that cook down. I covered it and allowed it to cook down before I add my spices. So in goes the curry powder, the paprika, onion, salt, and the dry parsley. And I added in some black pepper. I'm just using my electric grinder there to just put some black pepper. So start that up and then allow the spices to cook as well. Now you can add water at this point, or you can just allow it to cook just a little bit more and then add a little bit of liquid. Now if you want to keep it vegan or plant-based, just add water. But if you want to add just a flavor, you can add chicken broth or beef broth. Also, those two works well. So I'm going to add in my water. Start it up real good. Put a lid on and allow it to cook for 5 minutes. So here you go. It's been simmering, and now we're going to add in the cabbage. So the cabbage is in. I'm going to allow that to cook as well. So start it up real good. Cover, put your lid on, and then just continue cooking. About 5 to 6 minutes really at the max. And then we'll add the mixture of the maize and the beans. And pretty much we are done with this food. Look at that, y'all. You add in the maize and the beans last, and it just kind of like bring the dish together. Start it up real good. Look at that, y'all. Ooh, yummy, yummy, yummy. Now you can serve this, if you wanted to add meat, you'd have added meat at the beginning when you were frying the onions and the garlic and the ginger. Could have added meat then, if that's your choice. But if not, just cook it the way I'm showing you. And it could be a full course meal. It really is. The beans are the proteins, the carbohydrates are the maize, the cabbage and all the veggies that you put on there, it all is a balanced diet. Now, this is a typical staple food in Kenya called Githeri. And I thank you so much for watching. I hope you get to try this recipe. And if you do, come back and share. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button. I'll see you on the next video.